I don't believe it. That's just not possible. You have to work. You have to put in those hours. And then they told me you'll work 1 to 2 days. 1 to 2 hours a day. And I thought even then that they were crazy. And I asked the husband who presented this to me, and I asked, on a very busy week with this opportunity that you're telling me about, how busy are you working? And he goes, hard week is like 10 hours. Like, I'm really tired. 10 hours. That's 1 day for me at work. It takes me an hour to get to work. I'm there 9 hours, and then it takes me an hour to get back home. And that's not the life to be about. And then he told me that you get unlimited income. Your paycheck continues to grow as you work harder. Now, who here would rather go for the one on the right to do residual income? Raise your hand. And who's okay staying within your income? Nobody. We are used to being comfortable being uncomfortable. It's just become a normal thing to us. We don't realize the cycle that we're in. So, what company offers you that residual income? And that's the opportunity that I'm here to share with you guys. This is the company. It's called Core Life Research. It's based out of Salt Lake City, Utah. These are the founders right here, Bianca and David Lisenby, and this is the CEO of the company, Steve Tu. Now, Core Life Research began in 1998. David Lisenby became ill, and he was looking for alternatives to his health. He didn't want to take, antibiotics or the normal drugs that you take every day. So he researched healthy supplements, and he came across transfer factor. Now, transfer factors was in the late 1940s. It was discovered. And what transfer factors are memory molecules in the body. Now, when mothers first have babies, the first information that they pass on in their milk are the memory molecules that help the baby respond to foreign bodies that are coming into their body, to colds, to flus. So it allows them to build your immune system. So what transfer factors are is it allows your immune cells to act smarter. So he found this research that had been vaulted. At that same time, there were other developments. There was penicillin, and there's another one they can't even pronounce. But it was named after a city in Switzerland. But it was more profitable for the government to regulate penicillin than something that's actually going to help people. So let's put that away, where penicillin can go ahead and just take the immediate side effects, but it's actually not helping your immune system. So that's what transfer factor is. He invested into transfer factor science, and they came up with a product called transfer factor. Now, our transfer factor product is patented, which means that no other company can take the product. It's patented. We've been accredited by the Better Business Bureau with the A+. We've also been, if you're familiar with Inc. 500, it's a magazine that takes individually owned businesses, privately owned businesses, and ranks them. For the first 5 years, Core Life ranked number 15 in out of 500 countries, and the other 14 above them weren't even in the wellness industry. Like for 5 years, a baby company to hit 15 out of 500 is an amazing thing. Here you have this desk reference. If anybody works at a doctor's, you know, a big Bible of supplements and drugs, and every doctor has it. So they open it, but it's in their office. It looks pretty on the shelf. And in this book is a list of supplements and drugs. Now, as of 2013, Transfer Factor by Core Life Research is the first supplement listed in the entire world. There are no side effects. There are research that's listed there. In fact, Russia, when Core Life came out with the Transfer Factor, they wanted to do research on the product. They requested samples. Core Life said you can take as many bottles as you want. Russia they ran tests on the product, and now Russia uses the Transfer Factor in the hospitals to help treat patients. It's an amazing product. It's all natural. Now, what Transfer Factor is, with that research, at that time, the Transfer Factor was being extracted from blood. So it was kind of scary at that time to think that someone was taking blood and putting it into somebody else, and hopefully they would help them. So when they invested in the Transfer Factor, they realized that they could actually extract the Transfer Factor from cow cholesterol and egg yolk. And now with the science and technology that we have, they were able to filter it and put it into a capsule. So it's all natural. It comes from the cholesterol of a cow and from an egg yolk. And now all of our products are natural. These are just a couple of examples of the products. There's another picture. Now, this product, Transfer Factor, is in over 70 countries right now, and it's growing. You see this map right here, the little stars. The red stars mean that 4Life is actually there right now. They have central location, much like we have here in the States. And then the blues mean that we have business that's going on there. You don't see anything in Africa right now, but I can tell you right now that I have a customer that's in South Africa. That means that it's growing. That means that it's expanding. This business, this opportunity, you can take it to any other country. I have someone in my network that's in England, and I have someone that's in South Africa. That's crazy to think of. It's crazy that you can take this business and you're not limited to where you can spread that knowledge, you can spread that opportunity. If you have family in other countries, I'm sure that 4Life is there. If not, you can find someone that can help you there. So I'll ask you again another question. What price would you put on your health? There's no price. But the one thing we often neglect in life is our health. Because we're so busy with work, because we're so busy, if we have kids, we're busy with our kids, we're busy with our other kids, which are our pets, we're busy with finances, we're busy with stress, everything else. And the last thing that you always tend to is usually your health. That's the last thing that we tend to care about. And then if we get sick, that's fine. I'll go to the doctors, I'll get antibiotics. What antibiotics do is just treat your symptoms. They're not actually going into your body, realizing what's wrong, and then remembering that for the next time. That's what Transfer Factor does. Goes in your system, you're like little ninjas up in there. And anytime something comes in, they remember that thing that they attacked. And next time it comes in, they got it. Now, these are a couple of our products. Our Transfer Factors in various of our products. If you don't like taking capsules, that's okay. We have it in gel form, we have it in liquid, we have it in powder form, we have it in different products. And we also have an array of products, over 60. Say you have an addiction to coffee, like me. Like her. We have energy drinks, all natural energy drinks with yerba mate, it's green tea extract, Korean ginseng. Instead of drinking that Red Monster, that Red Bull, that Monster, it might as well be a Red Monster because it's killing you. It's all sugar. It's all sugar. So this is an all natural product with all natural ingredients in it, and it also has a transfer factor, which is allowing your immune system to act smart. I'm really excited. We just had this launch this year, and this is our Protein F. Not only is the protein hydrolyzed protein, which means that the protein it's almost like you ate a cheeseburger, you bit into it like 20 times, spit it out, and then you swallowed it again. And sorry for the graphic, but the purpose of that is it's easier to swallow because it's already been chopped so many times. So this protein is hydrolyzed, it's absorbed that much quicker. And it's not only increasing your muscle potential, but it's also decreasing your body fat. And something exciting that we just learned is that it's increasing body fat around your organs, which is who here is healthy, let's say, in what they eat every day. Overall, but not everybody is. Not everybody likes their vegetables, not everybody is paleo, not everybody is, strict on what they eat. And all of that is not only on the visible, but it's also attacking the inside. So this protein is very exciting because it's diminishing the fat that's around your organs. And at the same time, you're looking good. You can't tell right now because of the jacket, but there's muscle out there.
Somewhere.
So how do you start with this opportunity? Okay, very simple. You sign up online, they give you an ID, that's your identification. If you talk to someone and they're interested in the product, that's all you have to give them is their ID. They order it, and you get a residual income. And then the second step is whichever package you decide to sign up with. Now, when I got presented this, I thought, okay, how do you start? Your goal is, as a distributor, if you have to consume 100 life points. To me, I visualized 100 bottles that I had to sell for them. I wasn't really listening, and I was like, oh my God, how am I going to sell 100 of those bottles? Like I just saw 100 in my closet, all stacked up. I'm like, how am I going to sell that? But then they told me one bottle of Transfer Factor is 50 life points. And what are life points? Or life points. Because we're in so many different countries, the dollar value is not the same in every country. So we assign these life points all the same in every single country. Every distributor is supposed to do 100 life points no matter where they're at. So when I was told that all I had to do to move along in this business was to move 2 bottles, I said, sign me up. And then I said, what's the catch? Because with every business that you try to start, there's an investment. And who here has started their own business? How's that gone? Good? Good for you. That's great. You know? But did you invest a lot in that? That's a lot of money. Yeah. And that's usually what you need to do. If you want to open a new gym, if you want to open, because the gyms are popping up like CVS now. If you want to open any kind of business, you have to fork up a lot of money. So I thought, if I'm going to retire in 2 to 5 years, it's in the thousands that I have to invest. And then they told me after tax, it's $40. And I thought again that they were great. And then I looked into it and I was like, it's only $40. And then you have to consume 100 life points. Now, how else will you make money? Every month you're required to do those 100 life points. The people in your network are supposed to do those 100 life points. It doesn't matter if you've been doing 4 life for 4 years. Your only requirement is to do 100 life points. The company realized that if you move more product to yourself, you consume more product, you move quicker in advancement, and you're also earning more money. So they created a club to it, where every month, instead of consuming 100 life points, you're consuming 250 life points. And you get instant rapid rewards when you do Club 250. Okay, an example is, anything over your 100 life points, the company is paying you 25%. Off the bat, you get that money the very next day in your account. The first time I saw that money in my account, I was like, holy crap, they were. They didn't lie to me. The second, when your first order of 400 life points, let's say, you get 25% of that, to give you an example. You get $100 right away. And you got 400 life points. That means you have an array of products with you that you can either sell at wholesale value, consume, or recommend in your business. Everything's an investment, so you're going to use those products eventually. And then PowerPool. If you sign up a new leader or a new consumer for 3 consecutive months, you make PowerPool, where you make 3% of what the entire net that the company made that month. Now that was amazing. And when I first hit PowerPool, I again thought, okay, this is great. And I didn't think it would happen, and it happened. And now another thing with Club 250 is you can qualify for Great Escape, and that means that you can get free trips, all paid for by 4 Life. Only because you're consuming 250 life points. Now this gives you an example of how you make money. Now I have some guests here. I'm not going to call them out because it's embarrassing. Okay? But let's say that the 6 people that I know are doing the business and they consume 250 life points. Okay, that's 1,500 life points out of the 6 of them. The company is going to pay 2%, so I get $30 every month. It's residual. You get it every month. Now you're probably here, like, why did I come to this meeting so that I can get $30 a month? Who could use $30 a month extra? Okay, that's gas. Gas. Now, the 6 people that I know here, they also know 6 people. That's the beautiful thing is that we know people. If they ever pulled up their Facebook, they get to read off a list of people that they know. Your 6 people are going to know 6 people. So now you have 36 people. All those 36 people have to do is move the 250 life points. Now you're at 9,000 life points, and the company pays you 5%. Now you're making $1,170 plus the original $30 a month. Now who can use that? 1,200. That's not my strong. 1,200 a month, and it keeps going because you know what? Those 36 people also have 6 friends, and it just keeps going and going and going, and it keeps going infinity. The leaders who invited you tonight can break this down even more and show you where you can keep making money. Now, who helps you? Because usually when you start a new company, when you start a new project, you're kind of thrown in there. You know, you're not giving any guidance. You're like, here you go, good luck. 4 Life provides the education system for you. They have leaders who have already done this business, have gone through it, have tried and failed, and they put together this system for you to work with. Everything that 4 Life, when I first started with 4 Life, I was like, okay, how much am I going to have to pay to find out what's in these products? Everything was online. You can download a PDF. You have an app. It's right there to access. They give you all these resources. They give you all these videos. We have weekly meetings, like you are here today. We have them weekly to help us motivate, to give us more information. We have webinars. You know, they're constantly informing you, keeping you up to date so that you can do this business correctly. Now, when I first saw this, I didn't believe it. Who supports me? I thought there's no way there's that many people doing it. I recently went to convention in April and in Salt Lake City, where the company is based out of, and I witnessed this many people in one room. It was mind-blowing. You know, before I went to convention, I started the business, and the couple that signed me up, because I eventually listened to them, you know, were trying to help me, and I thought, no, I'm younger than them. I'll know how to do it my way. I'll find all my people on Facebook, on Instagram. I'll hashtag the heck out of the product, and I'll get so many people. And it didn't work that way. I wanted to take shortcuts. I didn't want myself to be guided. But when I saw these many people in convention, that was the game changer for me. I thought, holy crap, it is in all these countries. I was excited because I saw people from South Korea there, and I was able to speak to them, and it kind of felt very nostalgic to hear about them and how they were doing. And then I met people from Singapore, there were people from China, Mexico, everywhere you could think of, they were there. And it was nuts that they were all there, and they were all speaking about their dreams and sharing their goals in life. So it was a beautiful thing. And now I want to share with you that couple that I first told you in the beginning that presented this to me is actually my parents. And they've been doing For Life for 6 years now. And I didn't want to listen to them 6 years ago because I thought they were crazy. My dad was a construction worker. My mom worked at school. My mom has a history of doing companies like Tupperware. So I thought, oh, there they go. They got involved in something else. This is crazy. I'm going to go over to their house. They're going to try to sell me these bottles. I don't want to hear about it. And when I started to see their lives change, they were both able to retire their jobs after 2 years. And I don't think I fully grasped that until 5 years later, when I finally sat down and said, how do you have the time to go travel everywhere? And they said, this is my business. This is what I do. So I've seen it work for them. I've seen them hit results. They're living the life right now. I'm a new uncle, and I'm obsessed with my little nephew. And they have all the time in the world with them. My mom's able to spend the whole day with them. If she had a 9-to-5 job, she wouldn't be able to help my sister babysit. She wouldn't be able to go to all her doctor's appointments with her if she was pregnant. You have to request time off. She never had to worry about that. She reports to herself. And then on the side, she was able to proceed with this business. And when I finally listened, and I let my ego go to the side, because I thought, and this is very ignorant of me to say, but I was born here. My parents are from Colombia. They're probably doing that business because they don't have any other option. And I'm not going to do that. And when I finally set my ego aside, and when I finally set my pride aside, and I listened, I actually saw the vision, and I actually saw that this is something that I wanted to do. And I respect them a lot more. I wish I would have listened to them 5 years, because I would be traveling with them just as much as they are now. So when I started this business, I had trouble connecting with a lot of the leaders in the other room because they're a little bit older. And there also wasn't a very strong English market. You know, right now the strongest markets are the Spanish market and the Asian market, because I'm Spanish. We're the first people to recommend things. You know, my grandma goes to Publix, the rice is on sale, all 7 of my aunts know. By the time the day is over. You buy new shoes, you know, someone says, where do you get your shoes? We're recommending. We're constantly recommending. Every day we're recommending. Every day we're marketing. We're marketing for somebody else, but we're not making any money off of it. You know? So I finally listened, and I've been doing the business now for 6 months. I've seen results. It's changed my life. I feel like I'm surrounding myself with people who are now have visions, have goals, have dreams. And a part of that's helped me motivate me is a group called YAM, Youth Empowerment Movement, that started with 2 girls and someone from corporate that you're going to hear from now, who just, you know, wanted to kind of connect everyone that was around the same age. And so once I realized that there were people around my age going for it, then I'm like, okay, I have people who are going to back me up. And they've been motivating me ever since. So I want to bring up someone who helped create